Good morning and welcome to Wednesday, the 6th of May. All right, just wait for it to do its thing. Pretty sure that I'm live. There we go. All right, so I am currently in town, or in Launceston, now I can see blue sky. It's pretty cold and unusual. Oh my God, sleeping on my own. Last night I was lying there in a king bed and I turned over. I didn't know where I was and I stretched out and I couldn't feel the edge of the bed. I was like, "What? Where am I?" Oh, that's right. I'm not at home. So so yeah, it was very cold, Mick. I missed you. All right, so we currently have the moon in Capricorn, or it moved in there at 5:06 a.m. this morning. So definitely a day where you can get stuff done. All right, we had that Mercury square Pluto this morning. All right, so if there were any, okay, well, I'm just going to go with what I'm sort of thinking right now. If there was any resistance to having conversations, like the last couple of days I've been saying, converse with people, like Venus is in Gemini, but that Mercury square Pluto could have had some sort of resistance to it. Again, there was tension. It was a square. There was the potential of finding out something you didn't want to know. You know what I mean? Anyway, point is today, Moon in Capricorn being ruled by Saturn. Saturn's not making any applying aspects, but it does give you that consistency. All right. So it's just get the job done. All right. So, and that's what I've written in the words as well. It's a great day for getting deals done because that moon in Capricorn is trine Mercury. All right. So it's in an easy conversation. All right. So, and Capricorn being authority or, rules, processes, procedures, corporations, things that need a logical sort of um, tick boxes, all that sort of stuff. That the word just would not come out then. So yeah, but so if you've got calls to make that you've been putting off, pick up the phone at 9 a.m. and get them done. Collect all of your information and keep asking for a manager if you are not satisfied. All right. Get a cuppa and some snacks if you have to. Whatever it is that you've been putting off, get it done. All right. And obviously, I said get snacks because we do have the sun in Taurus at 15 degrees. So today it's at that midpoint. All right. So the sun and moon are in an earth sign. All right. We've had that Mercury square Pluto. So, like I said, any fearful aspects or any potential tension has sort of subsided somewhat, or that exact thing has happened. It was only half an hour ago, but by 9 a.m. you should have, like you should be feeling that difference. And yeah, I think you feel things straight away. So I'm definitely going to say that and allow messages to come through. Ah, look at that. I knew there was people there. All right. Good morning, Johnny. How are you, beautiful? All right. Good morning, Louise. Hello, Alicia. Good morning, Susan. And hello, Robin from Norfolk Island. Oh my God. My nan used to go there when I was like a little kid. I remember her going to Norfolk Island. So, never been there. I'm sure it's amazing. All right. So, now I've got here, like, what is the system that works for you? Again, I'm just sort of looking at my notes. All right, so all day, Moon trine Mercury, Moon square Saturn, and at midday, we've got that Moon in Capricorn square Neptune. All right, so plus all day, the nodes are involved. So there is a sextile to the North Node. Good morning, Karen. So this gives us the opportunity. All right, remember, sextiles are the cogs are turning, but you've actually got to, do some work. Think of that hand crank. Whereas a trine, which is the South Node, the things that where we normally sit that we want to move on from, all right, there's a trine. So it's a little bit more like a slippery dip. It's easier for a trine to come into effect. However, all day, put those things together. We've got good logical communication. We've got consistent effort that has rewards. All right, there's that Capricorn moon with a square to Saturn. Saturn doesn't mind squares because it's like there's tension, there's a job to be done, we've got to do the thing. All right, so I like that. And then that midday square to Neptune, I wonder if that is some sort of, I wonder if that's the point where, if the resistance to talk to people or that communication not quite being clear enough, I wonder if there's some sort of clarity around that midday mark once that Neptune has passed. Or maybe it's like you don't want to go do the thing. And after midday, it's like, okay, all right, I'm just going to go do it because there's something worth fighting for. I don't know. I don't know. That one I'm not quite sure of. I just feel like I think that might be that transition moment, you know. But again, consistent hard work all day long. You've got to do the thing, you've got to have the communication. That resistance that we might have been feeling because of the fear of knowing something has passed. All right, that was 8 a.m. That's all good. Even the moon made an inconjunct to Uranus. And again, that was at 8 a.m. So I feel like any of the information, oh my God, my brain is saying confabulation. Is that even a word? I'm pretty sure it is. Confabulation, what a cool word. Anyway, I feel like any of those shenanigans might pass over, like, again, so maybe the upsets of the morning, clarity in the midday, just consistent effort, just consistency is going to help you out so much today. That's pretty much it. I don't have any cards with me. I feel like I'm very, I did a very fast one yesterday too, as well. What are we moving? Tomorrow is that day. Tomorrow, Pluto goes station retrograde. All right. So right now, Pluto is completely stationary. So maybe this was another reason why that Mercury can like square Pluto was even more heightened, because we know with stations that it's like the magnifying glass. All right. The universe is holding, because the planet is stationary. It's just emitting all of its energy in one spot, all right, which is at 5 degrees of Aquarius. So if you've got anything at five of the fixed signs or the air signs, so then maybe you would be feeling this more than other people. So fixed being Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio at that 5 degrees, so the very early in the piece. And then the air signs being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. That's a trine though. So those Gemini, Libra, Aquarius connections are going to be easier to deal with than the square. But again, doesn't tension just push you to do the thing? You know, I always use that squat analogy. We don't like doing squats, but we like having peachy asses. So, you know, in the long run, it's worth doing the squat, even though in the moment you're like, I don't want to do this. Or the next day, and you've got, there we go, Christy, yay! There we were like, the next day when you can't walk or you can't sit on the toilet, but then later on down the track, you're like, oh my God, my booty looks so fine. So again, it's the payoff, all right? There is definitely a payoff today. Capricorn moon says, make the effort, you will get the rewards. And all the rest of the things are saying, have communication, just be consistent. You know, you are trying to get somewhere, all right? But that requires effort. That's pretty much the gist of today. And have some fun with it. We do have Sun sextile Jupiter. That makes everything just nice. You know, eating good food would be definitely a flavor for today. Sun in Taurus, Jupiter in Cancer, which loves a good meal. Those two together. And what am I doing? I'm going for breakfast. I had an awesome dinner last night with Karen from Metaphysical Launceston. That was so good. Always to catch up with her. And this morning, like I said, if anybody is in Launceston, come and have brekkie with me. I'm going to go to Samuel Pepe's, which is on George Street, because it's a gluten-free cafe, and why not? Because I don't get to spoil myself like this often. So today is all about having some good feelings around today. Just reread the notes. Speak to the manager. It must be carried. That's it. That's it. And that's another one. Thank you for bringing that one back up. Be consistent. All right. This is disciplined. If you are not satisfied, then keep asking for the manager. All right. Because then you're going to put whoever's on the phone on the back foot. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not doing my job. I want someone higher than you so that I can get satisfaction from what I need. All right. So push through. All right. ask for the manager. And no matter where you are, whether that's in a shop or on the phone, if you're not satisfied in life, then don't settle for less than you deserve. All right, then maybe that's a good message for that in particular. Is don't settle for less than you deserve, or don't settle until you are satisfied with the answer. Is another good one. All right, so because Saturn, that's it. Because Saturn. So yeah, so I mean, while I am looking at it, there are a lot of aspects today. Most of them are really good. So I feel like you're going to have a fabulous day. And yeah, steady, consistent effort will give you the rewards that you desire. So I hope that is good for you. Tomorrow I am working, so you will see me at the pub. Yeah, that's it. For some reason, I've got Henry Cavill, The Witcher's Growl. I don't know if anybody's watched The Witcher, and his character does this. Just YouTube it or Google it. Henry Cavill's Growl, and that's the title that I've got for tomorrow. So if that's any sort of indication of my smile, nod your head, and even though you might want to yell at someone on the inside, gather your internal resolve and find some happy on the inside. So so that's funny. Like that could lead into tomorrow as well. So just be aware of that is coming. So thank you. I will enjoy my day and my breakfast, and I hope you also have a fabulous day. So, mwah, bye.